So in the previous example, we did this, we had one force and this force created the acceleration. What happens if we have another force? Let's say we have friction and they give us that this friction is 6 newtons. In this case, we have one more force here, friction. Let's call it kinetic. Everything else is the same. All other forces are made in the same way. We still have the second option. That means that the sum of forces will give the acceleration on the x-axis, on the y-axis, nothing happens. The only difference is that here we're going to have one more force. We do have the force, this, minus friction. Meaning that here we have 20 minus 6. Therefore, the total force now is 16. The remaining force, the total force that will create the acceleration will be, 14. So 14 will be for A. That means that the acceleration will be 14 over 4. So that will be 3.5 meters per second squared. Everything else stays the same. If we have more than 2 forces, if we have 3, we just add them up. We could have a third force here. We could have another force that just because 2 students are pulling the object. I can have another force here which is 10 newtons. Then I would add it 20 and 10, 30 minus 6, 24. Right? So we find all the forces, we consider the one direction to be positive, the other direction to be negative, we add them up, and they all should equal mass times acceleration.